What's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna show you the scaling roadmap. The roadmap I would follow, no matter if you're at 50K a month, zero, and you wanna start an online coaching business, or you wanna scale the current online coaching business or agency, whatever that you do have. And I'm gonna keep this super high level. I think it'll apply to anyone watching. So basically what I take people through every single time I'm coaching someone is their current state. Where are you at currently, and where do you want to get to? Like, we have to know that information in order to even create a roadmap at all, right? To be able to scale it, right? So here's a couple of things that we would walk through and we need to walk through to get you there. First thing is your mindset, right? If this is something you're struggling with, I just literally posted a video a couple days ago about poverty mindset and how you can get your mindset in the right place, around money, poverty, your calling, to be able to even talk about the rest of the business. So kind of how I teach people is over here, you have you and everything else on this side is really the business. And it's hard to separate the two, because if you're super unhealthy, it'll typically rub off on the business. And if the business is super unhealthy, if you're not careful, it can rub off on you, right? So this would even go further: mindset, your relationship with the Lord, family, faith, fitness, finances. Like, I probably should elaborate more on that soon, and maybe I will, but the business side, right? So first step is your offer. You've got to be super clear on really three key things: who you help, how you help them, and what you help them with, right? Once you have that, you need to ask yourself, so basically you're doing your own A to B here, right? Once you understand who you're helping go through that transformation, what it is they're struggling with, what they want, and how you're gonna walk them to that destination, you have to ask yourself this: how much would they pay for it, right? So selling high ticket coaching, there's really two ways you could go about it. High ticket, which is what I usually suggest, which is anywhere from people charging 1.5K all the way to even $25,000 for an offer. All right, we have clients that charge 25K. Typically, I would say anywhere from like 2 to 7 starting out, and then you can obviously go up or down if you'd like. The second style is more of like a membership, like MRR style, where people pay you anywhere from $250 to 500 or even 1,000 to 1,500 I've seen a month, right? For your coaching. And if you're like, hey Brandon, I just want to make 10K a month consistently, get 20 people signed up for 500 a month, right? Coaching, and then boom, you've got 10K a month coaching business that's pretty sustainable. Or if you're like me, you'd rather charge high ticket, do something like that, you could do just a 10K offer, coach one person a month, and boom, you've got an offer that we can scale. Okay, so the next thing is your marketing. And again, obviously a lot of you watch my channel have much bigger goals than that, right? Some of you are like, bro, I want to scale my offer 200-300K, whatever. First, we have to have the offer. Okay, then if you're looking to scale, you could even throw in MRR, right, as an ongoing coaching, and get that going, so where people are paying you on weekly payments, and then building out a mastermind, right? So if you're at 50K and you've got over 50 students that have success stories, you need to have a mastermind, and you need to have an end date on your program. For instance, turning your program into a 90-day program, at the end of the 90 days, they can stay on by joining your MRR, ongoing coaching options, right? So essentially, you've got your mindset, your offer. We'd help you build all that out, the systems to coach people, your course, your community, your group coaching calls, maybe some live events in there. So mindset, offer, and then it comes to marketing. So pretty much anyone that joins our program, we just have them do a couple things. Number one is the Instagram growth funnel. And a lot of you watching my channel have already tried this, because basically put it for free on my channel, where you're running top of funnel follower ads, and then you retarget people with different ads to get them to message you or your appointment setter and get on a call, right? So that is the first funnel. Second one is the YouTube growth funnel, where we set up ads for YouTube subscribers. They subscribe to your channel, they watch all your stuff, they get on a call, right? So that is, a couple of the funnels, but you also need some sales assets, which are VSLs, right? Video sales letters. Essentially, a VSL is a video that you're gonna have each prospect watch before they get on a call with you, right? So the VSLs are what you'll post on your YouTube channel, and people will book in from there. And you'll send your YouTube VSLs to prospects after they book in a call with you, and they'll watch this VSL, 30-minute VSL breaking down who you are, your story, what you help people do, how you help them do it, and your program breakdown. So then when people are on the call, they go from a cold lead, right, to being a hot lead very quickly because they watch this sales asset, right? Then you could have scripts that you could give away. You could give away, meal plans. You could give away all kinds of different stuff. But essentially, you need to have a process from turning a lead from cold, right, which would be they saw your ad, to warm, which would be they followed you or messaged you, right, to hot. And again, sorry, I'm going way sideways on this. Hot means essentially that they watched your VSL, right? So we don't take sales calls with people who haven't watched at least a 30-minute video of me breaking down how our process works, right? Because we don't want to get on calls with people who don't know what we do. Because there's two reasons people buy, which leads into the next thing, which is sales. There's two reasons I found people buy is logistically, they know you can help. So logistical, and then two is trust. They begin to see content from you and they buy into you as a person. They like you because you like the same things as them. There was a season, back when I used to smoke cigars. I joined a guy's coaching program because he was a Christian and he smoked cigars. And I don't smoke cigars anymore, but I thought it was dope that he did, and it built this trust with him, weirdly enough. And then I knew logistically his framework worked. So the two combined made me want to buy from him, right? So logistically, they have to have money, they have to know that you can help, and they have to trust you and like you as a person. This is why sharing things about, your faith, your fitness, your family, all these other things can help you sell more stuff. And this is really more in the marketing side, but pre-selling with the VSLs, that way your sales calls are really enrollment calls, right? So where are you at, dude? Where do you want to get to? What's holding you back? And if it's a good fit, they should be pre-sold enough to just want to buy, right? And then the next thing is your team. A coaching business should have, a couple core team members. The first person you're going to want to hire, right, to get off your plate is a setter. So some of you, are running challenges, you're running, Instagram ads, whatever. You need somebody, booking in the calls for you. Even if you have an automated funnel, you need someone dialing the leads, right? So you need a setter, whether that's a social setter, VSL setter, phone setter, whatever. That's typically after you get to 10K a month, 10K plus, your setter helps you scale, so on. The next hire that I usually tell people is a client success manager. This is, anywhere from like 25 to 50, right? If you don't have a client success manager, you should get one ASAP, and it literally change everything for you, because it's going to help you get your clients better results, and that's the most important thing, and it's going to save your time from being in the weeds coaching and answering a ton of questions, right? After you have the setter and your CSM, the next thing, let me say this. I don't include a video editor in this, but obviously you could have like a freelance video editor editing your videos. That's kind of a given. Then first real team member would be setter, CSM, and then sales rep, right? So this is your highest leverage task, in my opinion, from what I've seen after coaching almost 1,000 people, is that you're gonna be the best at sales on your team, right? So you need to stay on the phones until you're from around 35 to 70K a month. Some of my friends do 100, 150K a month, and they're still taking their own sales calls. I don't wanna do that because I actually value my time and don't wanna have to do that. But yeah, so setter, CSM, sales rep, and then you can build out, content managers, so on, and just like really focus there. And really the last thing is after you have your offer, your marketing system dialed in, your sales system dialed in, your team dialed in, is you could start with automations, right? Different softwares to help you, and scaling, right? So this is kind of what we help with, is if you've got all this stuff together and you're like, Brandon, I don't know what to do to go further, we help with that. Or if you're like, Brandon, I don't even know how to put all this together, we also help with that. So we have two programs, like one is to help people start, one is to help people scale. And this is typically the things we're looking at. It's like, dude, we can figure out very quickly, like, bro, you're targeting the wrong people, right? You need to target people that have money. And you're not communicating your process and your mechanisms clearly enough, right, to even get them into your marketing system, right? A good offer is easier to market. So we're gonna start with your offer, and you have to have the margin. You have to be charging enough to get a return on your ad spend. So if you're only charging 1.5K, but it costs 600 in ads to get a sale, that's like less than a 3x return on ad spend, when if you charge 2,500, we can make that a 6x. Or if you're charging 5,000, we can make that, a 12x, whatever. And once we figure that out, which is really not that hard, then we move into spending money on ads, building your audience, teaching you how to make sales assets that give away so much value that people feel stupid not getting on a sales call with you. And they're not really even getting on a sales call, they're getting on an enrollment call, right? And if you're above certain revenue goals, we'll show you how to make it be an enrollment call with your sales rep. So literally, you can be making money without having to do that. We just got, another student into the program, and here I am recording videos, right? So this is what you'll want to do with your business. That way, you can make more impact by freeing up your time. So a lot of people start coaching businesses, yes, to make money, which is cool, but if you're not careful, you'll end up literally being a slave to your own business. So this is really the scaling roadmap, right? We've got to get the offer in place. We've got to get a couple funnels installed. These are the two I would suggest. Then we have to optimize the funnels, optimize your sales assets to make sure you're pre-selling, optimize your sales process to make sure that people are basically, let me kind of elaborate this some more. So essentially how it works on a high level is you have a stranger on the internet that fits your who, right? Let's say, I'll just do it with mine. A coach, right, who's stuck or wants to start, okay? They follow me or subscribe, right, and see my content, and then they get value from me from either a messaging conversation or a VSL, right? Then they move into a call with me, and they've already watched the VSL first before they book the call, or they had a message, then we sent them to the VSL after they booked the call, right? So you could kind of do it like this too. VSL, they attend the call, the enrollment call, and then if everything checks out, they enroll in our program, right? So basically, we need to figure out who you're helping, build a funnel to get them to follow and subscribe to you, build out a setting process to get them to message you or to watch your VSL, then to book in a call. If they came from a message and didn't watch your VSL yet, we'll make sure they watch one of them. You'll have multiple. Make sure they show up to the call with automations, right? So Calendly automations, email automations, text automations to make sure they show up, have a high show rate. Once they show up, then you just have the typical, enrollment call. Where are you at? Where do you want to get to? What's holding you back? Get in the program if it makes sense. So this is how it all works. And if you need help with any piece of this, and you see my content enough to know that we can help, what I want you to do, very simple, guys, just click the link down below, take up one of the slots on our calendar. It's just a couple questions. We don't work with everybody, but if we know we can help you, if we think you're ready for ads, or we can help you tweak your offer, or maybe hiring sales reps, CSM, whatever, We'll walk you through how it works. And if it's not a good fit, essentially we'll kind of send you away and send you to maybe a referral or just point you to some free assets. So again, if that's you, you're like, I want to book in a call, click the link down below. We'll chat with you soon.